think I just met the devil. Oof. It was around 1:40 in the morning. I was driving home from work, same route I always take. Long stretch of highway, barely any lights, just woods on both sides. My gas light came on, so I pulled into this tiny old gas station that's usually closed at nights. But the lights were on inside and the door was propped open. I figured maybe the owner was doing inventory or something, so I went in. There was this guy standing behind the counter. At first glance, he looked normal. Older, maybe late 50s, clean suit, red tie. But his skin looked too tight, like it didn't fit right. And he smiled before I even said anything. I told him I just need to fill up, and he said, "You sure you've got enough time?" That's all he said. Not like small talk, it was like a warning almost. I kind of laughed nervously and said, "Yeah," and that's when he asked if I knew what day it was. I told him. He shook his head and said, "That's not what I asked." His voice dropped lower when he said it. Not like a growl, but like there were two voices speaking at once. Maybe he just had some really good Botox or something, you know what I mean? Because if he's 50, maybe he wanted to try to look good. You know what I'm saying? I looked around the store and realized there were no lights on anymore, except the one right above us. Everything else was dark. No sound, not even the buzzing from the overhead lights, just silence. I tried to back out of the store, but he said, "You can't leave yet. You called for me." I swear on everything I love, I didn't say a single word, but he reached out and put his hand on the counter. Long fingers, nails too sharp, and the tile started burning. The smell was like sulfur and metal. He leaned forward and said, "You already know my name." The lights flickered, and the next thing I remember is standing outside next to my car with the pump still in my hand. The store was dark. No lights, no man, no sound. Like it had been closed for years. I drove home shaking. I checked my dash when I parked, and the clock said 3:33 a.m. I swear it was 1:40 when I got there. I lost 2 hours. Now I keep smelling that same sulfur smell in my house. It's faint, but it's there. And last night, when I looked in the bathroom mirror for half a second, my reflection smiled before I did. No, we've had stories of mirrors. That ending part, bye. Fuck it, I would never look at myself again. Genuinely, I would find a different fucking way. If I saw the mirror theory, which if you don't know, the mirror theory is that what your reflection does is just a copy of what you do, but it has its own mind and its own capabilities, and it's like its own world. So because of that, people have tested it and stood in the mirror and done certain things and tried to see and videotape it and see if their reflection doesn't do what they do, or if it's delayed, or if it, just something is off about the reflection. And that is really creepy to me, because that's the only way that we see ourselves is through a mirror, right? I'm never gonna see myself through my own fucking